So we sat down with a group of people at Sandusky City Schools, and we were talking about some different things that we could do in partnership with them, not knowing how quickly this was going to escalate.
That was about 10 a.m. By 3 p.m., the governor had closed all the schools.
Immediately thought about the kids who depend on the schools for lunches, and so reached out to Kendra and Christine. I just said, hey, what's the plan for the community? They invited us to a meeting that they had put together. They were already on it.
I think when we got to the meeting, I want to say maybe 40 people were in the room ready to figure out a plan.
And I'm telling you, in that meeting, I have never felt a commitment so strong.
In the morning I may rise, but at night I descend.
They were able to organize a strategy to get lunches made and get them distributed to the kids. They picked 11 different locations in the community where pockets of students were at. And at that moment, what they did was they asked for volunteers. And so very quickly, organizations just jumped in and said, I'll do this and I'll do that and I'll do this. So what happens is each location shows up here around 11 o'clock. They pull in, we take all the totes, throw them on their vans. They jump in the van, they go to their location, they set up, and then kids from around the community come pick up their lunches. So every day they're going out and serving lunches to the community.
I think a lot of times when we think of community, we think of our direct groups. So when I think of community immediately, I'm like, oh yeah, she's my friend, and I go to this church, so they're part of my community in this. But I think what community really is it's everybody, and it's taking into consideration every single person and what's right for every person. Unless every single person is included in the movement forward, then it's not community.
But I hear no sound, no cry.
Well, we knew at Sandusky Transit that we could provide, obviously, the transportation to move people around. So there were 12 food sites, and just one of the critical pieces was getting them to those sites for ones that weren't within walking distance. So immediately I stood up and said, hey, we'll do free fares.
This is collaboration, and it does work, and there's a way to figure it out together.
You know, Sandusky Transit System's going to be here. We're going to make sure we get people around. We're going to get them to their medical appointments or dialysis appointments. We're going to get them access to food. We're going to be here to get through this hard times, and we'll be here when we come back on the other side of it.
And I've learned that we are really stronger than this. And we can depend and lean on one another much, much more than I ever would have thought. We are a force to be reckoned with in Sandusky.
I think Sandusky is going to be a better community as we get through it because we're learning in real time. We're learning how well Sandusky works together. We're learning how well we come together as a community. We're learning how much we really love one another, how much we love our neighbors.
It's making us realize that what really matters is that we have each other. And there are times when I'm going to be able to give 100% and you're going to be able to give 20%. And there are times when that's going to have to switch. And I hope that we can do that for each other.
I don't want to say that this is what it takes to bring us back together, but I think it's going to bring us back together. And I think I'm excited to see that, and I know it's coming, and I just feel like this is the comeback.
Where there are dreary streets, come dance with me.